The final World Cup event of the year took place in a new venue, Miyazaki, Japan, as the elite men competed over the Olympic distance. Despite the sunshine and warm temperatures, it was a windy day, which led to choppy swim conditions. Following the introductions, the athletes held onto a rope until the hooter sounded, a different way to start the two-lap 1500-metre race due to the size of the swim venue. The large field was soon underway, and Russia's Igor Polyansky had soon got himself into a good position early in the race. But by the second lap, the USA's Will Huffman had taken over the lead as the swell continued to provide a tough test. Huffman was joined at the head of the field by Australia's Matthew Roberts, and as they hit the beach at the end of lap 2, it was Huffman and Roberts that set off first for T1, looking to make the most of a small lead they'd managed to build. The rest of the field followed, and by the time Huffman and Roberts set off on the 40-kilometre bike, the transition zone was extremely busy. As the first lap progressed, there were 8 who joined up to form the lead group, but the chasers were already in view behind them. The 8 were taking turns at the front, but the chasers were gaining on every lap. Among the chasing pack were Igor Polyansky and Japanese athletes Koki Yamamoto and Takanori Sugihara. On lap 5 of 8, the chasers' efforts paid dividends as the two groups came together for the remainder of the race. T1 was congested, T2 was even busier, as virtually the whole field set off on the 4-lap 10-kilometre run. Polyansky, the number 1 ranked athlete in the race, had now ridden himself into contention as he looked to finish the year with a win. With some just avoiding a collision, there was a steady stream of athletes out on the streets of the coastal town, which is located on the southern Japanese island of Kyushu. As lap 1 progressed, there was a large group of athletes running together along the beachfront with a steady stream behind them. At the end of the first lap, Spain's Uxio Abuin hit the front as a small split in the field started to appear. The Spaniard came into the race in good form after his maiden victory in Tongyeong the week previously. 7 had managed to break away from the rest of the field on lap 2 and were setting a good pace. It was too much for Polyansky, who was the first to get dropped from the pack at the head of the field. As the race wore on, Portugal's Joao Silva also looked like he was feeling the pace as the 4 in front tried to break. But Silva found a second wind and managed to stay with the group, and it looked as though an exciting finish was on the cards. With 400 metres to go, the sprint finish was on. Spaniard Abuin timed his finish to perfection in South Korea 6 days previously, and in a carbon copy, he managed to hold off the others on the finishing chute to take a second successive gold, 1 over each distance. He almost celebrated a little too early, but safely crossed the line in first. Silva came in second, just ahead of the USA's Gregory Billington, who backed up his top 10 finish in Tongyeong.
I felt very good. I had very good feelings on the first 2 laps. Then I feel a little dizzy because of the heat, I think. Then I push my 100%, push hard, and now I finally got the victory. I'm very happy to win again.
It was windy today, so yeah, when we had tailwind, I get dropped a couple of times, but I managed to catch up when it was a headwind, and well, in the end was all about the sprint finish, and well, I think I did okay, I guess.
It's awesome to finish the season really well. You know, a lot of this last couple of years have been just a lot of consistency, a lot of kind of solid results, but nothing I was, super happy with. So to finish the season like this, to finish 2016, making the Olympics, and then finishing with the podium, it's a lot of momentum for next year, and I'm excited to get back to work.
All right, go ahead!